a meteoroid that came in and burnt up in our atmosphere. And usually to me the takeaway from that is just how amazing our universe really is. Because in essence, this was a rock. That's all. A rock that came into our atmosphere, yet it made such a spectacular event. People are still talking about it. So when you think of all the other really amazing and strange things in our solar system and in our universe, we are really lucky to be in a time that we get to study these things. Well, from what I understand, it was roughly between 1 meter to 2 meters. I mean, basically you could think it's the size of an average desk. And so a rock came in, it burnt up in our atmosphere and actually exploded above the ground. It does sound like a few of the fragments made it to the ground. A few people have actually been finding them. So that's a fairly common event to occur, especially if it's a small enough object. It will get burnt up and likely won't make it to the ground.
What if it does make it to the ground?
Depends how big it is. If it was something small, not a big deal, probably. Depends on where it is. We've had big events in the past. Even there was some in, well, there's another one that exploded about in 2013 above Russia, and it actually did knock out a lot of glass in a lot of windows. Thankfully no one got hurt. There was a even bigger one back, I think it was 1904, and that leveled trees for hundreds and hundreds of kilometers. Thankfully it happened in very North Russia in 1904, and there was no one really around, so no one, as far as I know, died. But I mean, if something big like that did happen in a crowded area, it could be bad, but it's not likely. We're tracing these things, we're tracking the biggest ones that are actually more likely to cross the path with Earth, and we've modeled them out and saw how far, if they're likely to hit even in the next century, and we don't think it's likely. And if they were on a path towards Earth, we're looking at ways to actually deflect them. So it would likely be something pretty small. Hopefully it'd burn up in our atmosphere, and hopefully if it didn't, it wouldn't do too much damage or land somewhere like the ocean.